Originally, I was a martial arts coach, of which I have given up to swimming. So martial arts used to be my sport, and I've done it for many, many years in various martial arts and during the army as well. So I was a PTI in the army. So I've always taught sport from since the day I left school, basically. And I just love to pass on skills, but also the movements in the body and the psychology behind all kinds of movement and competitiveness as well. I love the competitive area. I used to compete at a very high level. So swimming came to me. I wasn't a swimmer as a child. I used to love the water as a very young child, but I never had the opportunity to be part of a club or anything. I did actually join the army swim squad, and I wasn't very good at that. My arms are too short. But basically, my son was born, and I took him to preschool lessons when he was tiny baby, 5 week old. And one teacher would tell me to do one thing, and another teacher would tell me to do the other. And just being the person who I am, I wanted to learn more. So that was my first swimming job as such, and that happened in 2010. And so originally I was a baby and preschool teacher, where you teach these babies and toddlers how to swim with their own bodies. So there was no buoyancy aids at all in the entire place. And in those days, you used to take them under, and you used to get the really nice photographs. And within 3 years of doing that, I was actually instructing the people who had taught me originally, because I wanted to know more. I wanted to know how to do it the most efficient way. And then after that, I then moved on to older children and adults, and was kind of applying the same principles until I came along total immersion. So I went to my first total immersion workshop with a successful swim school at that time, but there was a missing link, because there was still some things missing from my toolbox. And I went to my first workshop, and within I think 5 months, I was then a coach. And I met Tracy, who's the founder of SwimMastery, and and she's remained my coach and mentor throughout the entire time. And then we came to evolve into SwimMastery, and I've been with SwimMastery from day one. And I've been very lucky in my journey to have coached all over the world and to every level. It doesn't matter whether you're a 5 week old baby, or a 99-year-old person, or a triathlete, or a club swimmer. If you want to learn how to swim, then I'm kind of like, oh yes, let's do it. So I just love working with people. I love the psychology, and I love to get behind the person. So to understand them in terms of what are their motivations, why do they do something, what are their challenges as well, and what are their fears? Because if you can understand those, then they can complement each other. And then when people get that kind of, they hit the brick wall and they can't motivate themselves, you remind them these are your challenges and these are your motivations. So it's a really fascinating job and career. So I absolutely love being a swim coach now.